What is your name?
Sharesh Alodini.
My name is Tiffany Marie Johnson. My name is Jari Bradley.
Hi, Kenneth. Where do you live?
I live on Treasure Island.
I live in Bayview, Hunters Point, San Francisco, California.
I live Ingleside, District 11, San Francisco, California.
I live in the Richmond district of San Francisco, which is located that way.
Is there a lot of violence and crime where you live?
I live in the community that has the highest crime rate in San Francisco, actually. So yes, there's a lot of crime where I live.
In my neighborhood, I think that there is a lot of elements of crime. It seems like, when people just walk their dogs, but in actuality, there have been a lot of drug busts where I stay. There have been people who have had their cars stolen.
Somebody just pulled out a piece as soon as I looked through the blinds because I heard some noise and just shot all this gunfire like in the street in a pretty quiet residential neighborhood.
It's not a lot of violence, but there'd be a lot of break-ins on Treasure Island, but that's about it.
Do you know anyone that has been a victim of violence and crime in your neighborhood?
I have friends who have been killed. I know people who have been jumped. I know students of mine who have to take different routes to school because they can't walk in particular parts of town. And just recently, I know an old student of mine as well as the parent of a person who just lost their child due to violence.
I know that a neighbor of mine had their car stolen.
How do you feel about the violence and crime in your neighborhood?
So it's just sad anytime you lose anybody to violence.
So I am saddened by the reality of my community, but I am more so burdened and oppressed by the violent reality of the nation that I live in. It's not, well, I guess it is, ironically. My school is located across the street from a funeral home.
What do you think we should do to stop or reduce the violence and crime in San Francisco?
A real education. One that teaches us our true history.
Get everyone in the community to trust each other once again like it was back in the old time.
And also, just stop cutting funding to schools. I think education is at the heart of everything. Only because there's so many ways you can be spending your time. When you don't have a job, you're still going to need money and you're going to need a way to make a living.